Join us to navigate your awakening as we share the ancient science of transformation. Practicing this ancient wisdom will help you tune into your power and unlock your greatest potential. If you are ready to embark on your awakening and discover your soul path, then please welcome your host and transformation expert, Trenayce.
Awakening. I am your host, Trenayce. Thank you for joining me today. I greet you in the love and in the light of the infinite creator. I would like to begin with the internal light meditation so that we can all align our energies with the cosmos, with the universal light of source. If you are driving or listening to this and not able to close your eyes, then please simply open your heart and allow the intention of healing to move through you. Allow each breath to relax you more and more as we go deeper. Let's begin. First breath in. Breathe out. Second breath in. Breathe out. Third breath in. Breathe out. Relax. Allow your breaths to find their natural rhythm. With each breath in, allow yourself to become centered and focused. And with each exhalation, release all tension and stress, any mental distractions or images, and allow yourself to be in this moment in meditation. Focus your attention on the center of your chest. See your internal light as it illuminates your heart, as it fills your heart with brilliant, healing, white light. Continue to see this light as it fills your heart completely, removing all heavy, negative, or dark energies, and allowing your heart to be filled with peace, love, joy, and forgiveness. Continue to see the light as it grows brighter and brighter with each and every breath, moving in all directions throughout your chest, moving into your lungs, filling your lungs with healing energies, removing any blockages, allowing each and every breath to revitalize and rejuvenate you on a cellular level. See the light as it moves into each and every red blood cell that passes through your heart and your lungs, carrying healing energies to every extremity of your body. And now see this light as it continues to grow brighter and brighter, as it moves up into your shoulders, down into your arms, your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, moving into your palms and fingertips. Allow for healing energies to flow through your palms, radiating out into the world and all around you. Continue to see this light as it moves up through your neck, releasing tension and stress, moving into the cheeks, the ears, the nose, the eyes, the forehead, and moving up into your crown, activating the connection with your higher self, allowing for clear communication, clear downloads. Continue to see this light as it flows down into your diaphragm and your stomach, bringing healing to these organs of deeper breathing and digestion. And now see the light as it moves into the small intestine and the large, activating healing through the absorption of your light energies and your nutrients. Continue to see the light as it moves into your kidneys, your liver, your gallbladder, your spleen, your pancreas, and your bladder. All of your organs, tissues, and cells are now filled with healing light, bringing you into perfect balance, perfect health, aligning you with all that is good, all that is desired. And now see this light as it moves into the colon, the uterus, the sex organs, bringing healing to these organs of regeneration and release, allowing you to have the courage, to have the wisdom, to have the knowing of when you need to release all energies, physically, mentally, spiritually, or emotionally, that no longer serve your highest good. And now see the light as it passes through your hips, moving through your thighs, your knees, your calves, your ankles, and into the soles of your feet. You are now filled with healing light, bringing you into perfect balance, perfect harmony with the universal forces of creation, aligning you with all that is good, all that is desired. See the light as it moves through the soles of your feet, turning into silver cords that move deep into Mother Earth, grounding you and anchoring you to Mother Earth, allowing for any excess energies to flow through these cords, to be given to Mother Earth to recycle, to create something beautiful. And now continue to see the light as it flows out of the body through each and every pore. You are filled with beautiful healing light, and now you are surrounded with beautiful healing light. Allow this light to contain all of the colors of the rainbow, as this white light is healing on every level. It is your protection. It is that which heals you, which brings balance and harmony, which attracts to you all that is good, all that is desired. Continue to see this light as it now moves out into the space that you are in, feeling the space completely with all of these beautiful colors, all of these beautiful frequencies, bringing balance, bringing healing to each and every being that comes in contact with this light. Continue to see the light as it moves through any obstacles, any walls, any barriers very easily, passing through, moving out into your greater environment, carrying these healing energies into your city, your town, your village, wherever you are, allowing these energies to spread in all directions, completely encompassing your landscapes, your animals, the nature, the people, any beings, any life, bringing all into higher frequencies, higher vibrations, bringing greater balance to where you live, bringing greater harmony, adding protection for each and every being on every level, allowing for the harmonics of the universe to be aligned with your greater environment. And now continue to see this light as it spreads out into your state, your country, and now the entire world. Continue to see this beautiful healing rainbow light as it shimmers, as it grows in vibrance, the beautiful colors bringing balance and harmony, healing the people, the animals, the nature, the water, the life within the water, bringing all into perfect health, perfect alignment, balancing Mother Earth and all the beings upon her. Continue to see this light as it now connects to all other lights on the planet, all other life that is desirous of connecting with this greater light, as we are all one being, having a myriad of experiences. And as our light connects together, the light grows brighter and brighter. Our memories become more vibrant. We remember that we are source. We are one. We remember that we are love and that we are light. We remember that this is all of our choice to be here at this time, to share our love and our light with others, to bring balance and harmony back to our earth, to our universe, to our multiverse, allowing for the subterranean people to connect to our light, the people that are on the outer realms of the earth to connect to our light, the beings that are in our universe, the life wherever it is throughout the multiverse, to be reconnected, allowing our light to grow brighter and brighter, bringing harmony and balance, bringing peace and love, bringing oneness and remembrance. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you, family, for sharing your light with me. And so now we will receive our messages from Spirit for the Turtle Clan through our Sacred Path readings. These are the people of the earth element, and they are known as the Turtle Clan. Remember, we are activating the vibration of the number 5, which is about transformation, and that our intention in sharing these readings with you is to assist you on your journey of transformation. So these readings can and will help to guide you through the challenges and the opportunities for your growth that your elemental forces are offering you at this time. So these readings can be in effect for the next 5 weeks or 5 months. We are striving to become the 5th element in a state of mastery over our lower selves. Before we get into our messages for the Turtle Clan, I want to remind you once again that even if you were not born at these times, these readings are still for you. They are for an aspect of you because you contain every aspect of the sacred hoop, and everything is you. The readings may resonate more with the people that were born at this time, or that may find that they have a rising sign or a moon within these elemental forces. But you must also remember that no matter where you are in the sacred hoop of life, that we are all connected. So the advice is good for all of us, no matter when we were born. But it will always be of greater significance to those who have a stronger connection to these elemental forces and directions. So Spirit wants us to get into the habit of seeing ourselves as one entity, connected and unified. We must begin to shed the illusion of separation and realize that everything is an extension of us. So please enjoy the readings, and I pray that they assist you in some way to help you navigate your awakening. Now let's have a quick review of the overall reading for the Turtle Clan, the elemental clan of Earth. Again, you can find the full readings for all the clans in episode number 26, titled Ancient Egypt and the Sacred Tarot. Now, turtle people, you are made up of the beaver, the brown bear, and the snow goose people. Your challenge has the vibration of the number 2. Now, this is for the complete clan. So, all of those people, the beaver, the brown bear, and the snow goose people, you also are being challenged with the vibration of the number 2, which is all about finding balance in your life. 2 is about balance, stability. And this is a challenge for all of you. You need to purify some aspect of your life. We are being given this information from your guides, from your higher self. And you must remember that in the purification process, this could be of your thoughts, of your attitudes. It could be of your physical body. It could be on many different levels. Remember, you can also be in the purification process of energies that surround you, which include people that may be bringing you a lower frequency, a lower vibration in your life. So at this time, you're being told that you need to clear away these energies to begin to raise the vibration of your thoughts, of your attitudes, of your body. And it doesn't matter where you find the cleansing is needed. It will affect every aspect of your life when you start to make changes. The remedy is you have to trust your ability to find your own answers. Rely on yourself and your connection to Great Spirit, which will teach you to stretch into the potential that you have to become a very powerful being. Your animal totem that can assist you at this time is the grouse. The grouse represents power, personal vision, and rebirth. And this again is for all of the members of the turtle clan. Now we'll start with the reading for the beaver people. You are composed of earth, and your secondary element is water. You were born between April 20th and May 20th. Your challenge has the vibration of the number 18, which is the number 9. In numerology, we always add the digits together to come to one digit. So number 9 is about endings and completions, ending of cycles. So at this time, you are being challenged with endings. Something is completing, and when something is completing, something new is beginning. And so this would make sense of why you need to detox, as the overall message was for your entire clan, to release something. Because when you are at the end of a cycle, it is time to let go of the old in order to make way for the new. Your challenge, Beaver people, is to remove any discord from your life in order for you to grow. Don't feed into any kind of negativity, whether it be people you work with, people in your home, or even your own mental thoughts. So once again, this goes along with the cleansing that is needed, because you are in the process of letting go and purifying some aspect of your life. And so that means a detox must happen on every level. So for you specifically, Beaver people, we're talking about removing any kind of discord. So if you are surrounded by anyone, be they people that you work with or family members, and there is some type of discord or imbalance between you, don't feed into the negativity. You are being challenged to learn your life lessons from moving on and letting go and allowing beauty to be created in your life, allowing abundance to grow in your life. But it's going to come through a releasing of the old energies that are around you. You're being asked to rise above the drama and increase a sense of unity within yourself. Sometimes it's necessary for you to just be quiet, to not respond, because others aren't listening. And when others are in their own drama within themselves, and you come into their circle, you may come to work and say good morning, and who you work with, they're not thinking it's a good morning. And so they'll take out their own discord on you. What is happening within themselves, they can only reflect outward. So don't feed into it. Understand that people are living their own truths today more than ever. With Pluto moving into Aquarius, we are going to all have to become masters of this, having to learn how to let people deal with their own inner dramas and not to allow them to draw us into it. And the only way you can do this is you have to rise above the outer drama and increase the sense of peace and unity within yourself. So that might mean you need to meditate more often. You need to go on walks alone in nature more often. You need to be still, to think, to release, to cleanse, to let go. You need to strengthen your connection with Great Spirit by keeping your eyes on the goal, Beaver people. Keep your eyes on the goal and keep your feet on the sacred path. Because remember, distractions come along in the form of dramas, and they distract you from your path, from your goals. That's why they're there. It's a test. You are being tested. So remember that any challenges that come along to your inner peace or sense of unity can only help you strengthen your resilience and your inner connection to Great Spirit. So see it as a blessing in disguise. Any challenges you are facing at this time, see it as an opportunity to grow stronger. Your soul advice and the remedy comes in the number 11. And remember, 11 is a master number. So we always look at the 11 before we add it, the 1 and 1 together. This is, again, the number 2, which is the energy of the vibration that your whole clan is being challenged with. Stability, creating the stability in your life. So, but it comes in the form of the 11. So that is also giving you another message that you must master something in your life at this time. You receive the North Shield card, which represents wisdom and gratitude. So at this time, your soul advice is to move into the spirit of gratitude in your life. Just like I said, be grateful for your challenges because they're here to make you stronger. And move into your wisdom, the wisdom that is in your heart, because you already know how to overcome any challenges that come your way. But the only way to overcome them is you must rise above them. You fly over them. You rise up. You look at everything from a spiritual point of view. Some kind of wisdom is coming your way, Beaver people. You must show gratitude for this, for the gifts that are coming your way. No matter how it appears in your life right now, thank Great Spirit for all your blessings. And this is absolutely necessary in order for you to continue on your soul path. Now, through this gift of wisdom that is coming your way, that is in your life, that is right at the doorstep, you will begin to understand the natural order of the universe and how it applies to your life. Because what good is knowledge if you cannot apply it to your life to help you in some way to experience a better reality? Your knowing is your truth, and it cannot be taken away from you. Your experiences in life reinforce your knowing. So you are being told that you have already learned very valuable lessons that will serve you for the rest of your life, and that more wisdom is coming your way now to assist you even further. So be sure to give thanks and show gratitude. When all of your gifts appear in your life, no matter if they come in the form of a loss, of what appears to be a loss, see it as a blessing in disguise because it's truly a gift. It's a gift. So continue to give thanks even when you think that there's nothing to be grateful for. There's an abundance of things to be grateful for. So move into the spirit of gratitude, Beaver people, and you will continue to grow and be blessed in your life because a gift of wisdom is right at your doorstep. This will ensure that you continue on your sacred path of knowledge and expansion for your soul journey. All right, so now brown bear people, you are composed of earth and your second element is fire. You were born between August 23rd and September 22nd. Your challenge has the vibration of the number 16, which equals the number 7. 7 is all about spiritual connections to the earth for you. You are seeking a way to become a catalyzer of certain life events. This again is for the brown bear people. Remember, you are of the earth and the fire element. So this is very powerful that you receive this card because a catalyzer, fire is a catalyzer. And this is saying that you are activating your fire element at this time and you are seeking to become a catalyzer of certain life events. This means that you are commanding your gifts and talents to affect some kind of results. This ability is learned through an earth connection. Your body can conduct the energy you need to create the desired outcome that you want. If you allow yourself to connect to Mother Earth, she will give you the extra voltage. So this will be a very good time for you to do a lot of grounding and earthing. You need the extra energies and you need to release anything that no longer serves you. So find a personal power place and call upon the 4 elements within your prayers of gratitude. Then you can command your talents for good and affect the empowerment and your manifestations, okay? This is very powerful. This is very, very powerful. You need to always, everyone needs a personal power place, somewhere that you can go where you know you feel very powerful, where you get restored, recharged. And in so doing, in so finding this power place and moving into your prayers of gratitude, always, always bring in the 4 elements because if you are trying to manifest anything, you need the elemental forces to back you. You need them to be with you. So when you do this, your needs will be met. You can make it happen by using your creativity and by tapping into the power of Mother Earth by connecting with her. Remember that you are a catalyzer by nature and are completely responsible for your own personal empowerment. Your soul advice, brown bear people, is the number 4. The vibration of the number 4 came as a number 13, which means you need to move through the energy of the sun. You must nurture yourself. So you need sun energy. You need to get outside and you need to get in the sun. Now, if it's wherever you are, if the sun is too bright, too hot, then sit in the shade. But you need sun at this time, okay? And this is going to help nurture you and help you create solid foundations in your life. The sun is very healing. There's just too much to talk about of how much healing power is in the sun. But you must take time for your connection to Mother Earth, and you must also look deeply within yourself of how you are nurturing yourself and how you are nurturing others. You must allow yourself to receive and not be the only giver in your life. If this is happening, then you must also learn how to receive. Don't allow people to just take from you. You need to be in balance and create balance with your giving and receiving. If you are feeling lonely at this time, then you need to connect with others that have things in common with you. Reach out to family or friends or find a completely new group to connect with. Connect to Mother Earth within you and on the outside of you. Remember, everything is within you first. Connect to your feelings and listen to your deep intuition. This is a guidance system for you. It's time to put your needs first and create more balance in your life. That was for the brown bear people. Now for the snow goose people. Snow goose people. Ooh, you have a beautiful message here. You are composed of earth and your second element is air. You were born between December 22nd and January 19th. Your challenge has the vibration of the number 20, which is the number 2. This is a victory for you. You are assured a victory in your life, and many other people within the sacred hoop have been receiving this. So this is a theme that is playing out within the sacred hoop at this time. On planet Earth, humanity is in store for a victory. So for you, Snow Goose people, you are assured a victory over all of your challenges, but you must stay strong and continue to work hard. You are being guided from within on your next step. So listen. Do not allow fear of the unknown to stop you or to slow you down. Press forward, knowing that the victory is yours. Do not allow thoughts of what if to enter into your mind. This is your challenge to believe, to have faith, to know that you are being guided and the victory will be yours. You may also be challenged with having to ignore the naysayers that are around you or to keep what you know to yourself. You may not be able to share what you are learning with others at this time because you know they will be in disbelief. And that is okay. Keep it to yourself and continue to move forward. When the time is right, you will know it. Then you will be able to share more with those who are asking, because you cannot give something to someone who is not open to receive it. They must be asking in order to receive the answer. You have the victory, so advance forward with confidence. Your soul advice is the number 3, and this is all about tests and trials at this time for you. They are telling you need to go on a vision quest to seek and find your answers. And again, many have received this card. So it's theme playing out within the sacred hoop. It is time for vision quest. It is time for you to go on a spiritual quest. You have many questions, and this is the time for you to receive those answers. Do what you need to do, Snow Goose people, in order to find your answers within yourself. And if you need to go on a spiritual retreat, then look for something that resonates with you. Seek the guidance and advice of your spirit guides and your higher self. Take time for your connection to the unseen realms and listen for the answers when they come. I hope these messages have helped all of you in some way. And of course, don't think it's just for the people we spoke of, because everyone in the sacred hoop is affected in some way by all of these energies. So now, after our station break, we will continue our discussion on the mysteries that surround letters and ancient symbols. We'll be right back in just a moment.
The cutting edge of conscious radio, Om Times Radio, IOM FM. Host your show on IOM FM, the radio network of Om Times Media, one of the more recognized brand names in the conscious community, and is backed by the extensive marketing reach of Om Times. Hosting a show on IOM FM immediately connects you with our extensive dedicated community.
Awaken the Healing, Reclaim Your Life is a podcast that will change your life. If you are interested in expanding your consciousness and being self-empowered, then please tune in to our show. You can find us at awakenthehealing.com or on your favorite podcast app or platform. It's time for you to reclaim your life.
Ascending Hearts is no ordinary dating site. but a spiritual dating site with a purpose to link you with your soulmate. We engineer the serendipity so you can trust that you will attune with someone that has the same matching vibration as you. Ascending Hearts, the conscious dating site for the spiritually aware. Try Ascending Hearts for free. AscendingHearts.com.
More than 24 million Americans have an autoimmune disorder, and that number continues to grow. I'm Sharon Saylor, and I'm one of those 24 million. To put that number in perspective, cancer affects about 9 million and heart disease up to 22 million. That's why I've brought together top experts and those thriving regardless of their diagnosis to bring you the latest, most up-to-date information. Join me, Sharon Saylor, Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, for the Autoimmune Hour on Life Interrupted Radio to find out how to live your life uninterrupted.
If I could be you,
and you could be me, for just 1 hour.
If you could find a way
to get inside
each other's mind.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
We've all felt left out. And for some, that feeling lasts more than a moment. We can change that. Learn how at belongingbeginswithus.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
Welcome back to Navigating the Awakening. We will continue our deep discussion about letters and ancient symbols. So now we will pick up where we left off last week. I will have to give you a brief recap of what we were talking about just to refresh your memory and for those of you who missed the last show. We were speaking of the mystery school teachings and that which is known as the Kabbalah. We are told that the term Kabbalah does not just refer to Jewish doctrine, but includes the secret doctrines of all people from around the world. Many of these teachings were never permitted to pass into writing, except in very ambiguous terms. And this was done to keep the secrets from not only those who were disrespectful of the sacred knowledge, but also to confuse the uninitiated, so that the true meanings of the doctrines would remain a secret. The author, C.C. Zane of the Sacred Tarot, tells us that the sacred books of the world, including the Avesta, which is the book of the Zoroastrian Persians, the Vedas, the ancient sacred books of the Hindu culture, and the Bible, which is known to us today, are all largely Kabbalistical, as they set forth traditions that are capable of more than one interpretation. And that includes inner or esoteric interpretations as well. Each interpretation reveals a deeper truth to those who have advanced knowledge of the sacred path. The Kabbalah has two divisions, the written Kabbalah and the unwritten Kabbalah. As it relates to the unwritten version, this applies to certain knowledge that is never entrusted to writing. It is only communicated orally. And this continues to this day. A point I would like to stress again is that the unwritten Kabbalah, just like the written one, is set forth in symbolical language. In other words, everything needs to be interpreted. They are symbols that mean more than what you can see. This refers to the words, the stories, and what we call letters or pictorial glyphs of any form. It has been purposefully done this way. Now, if you have limited knowledge, you will never be able to know the true meaning of these stories or these doctrines. You will just not be able to figure it out. This is why they were called mystery school teachings, and they remain to this day. Now, C.C. Zane says, there are a few who undoubtedly exist at present who have received the oral Kabbalah, but most of them do not know its true meaning. They are in as much ignorance as the majority of those who study the written form. So everything is up for interpretation. That means that there are hidden messages in every language and in every ancient text or story. But do not be confused or assume that we are only speaking of ancient things, because the languages we speak today came from the ancient languages that were filled with layers of meaning. So, in the mystery schools, information was passed on from teacher to student, but the students were left to their own devices to figure out the true meaning of the messages, as we are today. And so, the students had to study many things in order to find the keys, because you need keys to help you unlock the mystery meanings. Many secret codes can be broken with the proper application of astrology and the use of the sacred tarot, the proper use of the sacred tarot. So today, these have mostly been distorted or misunderstood, and so now we must go back in time in order to study these ancient sciences from the time they were given to us. We cannot know the true meanings of what the words are, the letters that we use today, if we don't go back to study the ancient meanings, which are surrounded in the ancient sciences. Because of the distortions that have happened over time, we must go back. We must go back to the basics and begin to break things down from their origins. And this is how we will begin to decode many of the ancient messages that refer to the time we are living in today. We are living in prophetic times. And many of the books that I spoke about, the Vedas, the Bible, the Vesta, very few people know about the Avesta. But the Bible in itself is a coded book. And when we begin to break these things down, you will see it for yourself. Revelation, the book of Revelation, is one of the books in the Bible that we are definitely living in those times. And we will refer to some things as we break this down, just so that you get an idea of how clear it is right in your face. But when you don't know it's a code or it's a message, it just looks like a story. It may even look like a weird story. But when you begin to see that they are referring to astrological constellations, different meanings, they have various meanings, then you can actually see it in clear sight when you go to read. And that alone begins to show you that we have not been given the codes. We have not been given the keys to even begin to break down the codes. So we have to do it for ourselves. So these ancient messages can only be comprehended by those who understand and understand the true relation between astrological energies and their tarot exemplifications. We began to speak last week about the Kabbalistical system of Hebrew letters. They not only represent a number, but also an idea. The Hebrew alphabet contains 22 letters. They're divided into 3 groups by Kabbalists. So if you speak Hebrew and you were never taught about the 3 groups, that is because you do not belong to the right group of people. It is still a secret mystery school teaching. So the 3 groups are first of all, the first group is the 3 mother letters. And they represent certain general principles from which the other letters are formed. Then there are 7 double letters, and finally 12 single letters. The 3 mother letters are Aleph, Mem, and Shin. Aleph represents the plane of spirit, Mem relates to the astral world, and Shin is the physical world, where all is given form. So everything comes from these 3 letters. You see, they say the 3 mother letters. Why do they say mother? because mother is the one who gives birth to the children, right? So the rest of the alphabet or the groups that represent the other 22 letters all come from these three. So they all have something to do with either the spirit plane, the astral world, or the physical world. And within them, they contain all of them. Because remember, we are all fractals. Everything is just a fractal. As above, so below, as below, so above. But you must know that these letters, Aleph, Mem, and Shin, we know them as the letter A, the letter M, and the letter S. Therefore, the three mother letters correspond to what we know as the ego, the soul, and the human form. Everything means more than one thing. These letters represent layers of meanings. The Hebrew and Chaldean square-formed letters are identical, and the square-formed Egyptian letters are very similar. These letters were originally hieroglyphics to transfer the spiritual ideas of the 22 major arcana of the ancient sacred tarot. So if you just heard what I said, these letters were formed and they were all originally hieroglyphics. Now, you know, we've told many different things about hieroglyphics, but we're never taught about the layers of meaning that are found within these letters, these forms of pictorial forms that we call hieroglyphics or pictograms. So they are there. These letters were originally created in order to transfer spiritual ideas of the 22 major arcana of the ancient sacred tarot. Because before there was any written language, it was all oral. Remember that. Written language is something, it may be ancient, but it was not something that everybody knew, not as we do today. Today we go to school and everyone is to learn how to read and write. But in ancient times, before, we get into the more modern ancient times, there were just those who knew that were the leaders. The everyday people weren't so privy to this information. So when it began to be written down, it was written down for many different reasons, but it was to transfer a greater meaning so that you could see what was being spoken of. You could see it in the form. So that's why they say a picture holds 1,000 words. And so 1,000 words holds many pictures within it. Now, each letter expresses a number from 1 to 22, which had the same dot vibratory rate as one of the 22 astrological influences. And we're going to break all of this down. So if you're like, well, what are the 22 astrological influences? There's a lot to this. So we have to take it piece by piece. But just make notes of this. Now, we are talking about using a written language to express vibratory states. The ancient priests and priestesses are the ones who could read and write, and as well as the royalty, of course, the rulers or whomever over the people. But the priests and the priestesses were the ones who were charged with keeping this sacred information, right? So it wasn't given to the common people. The common people had to be initiated into the temples of knowledge. They had to become either priestesses or priests in order to begin their journey, to begin to understand what these symbols stood for. And these symbols became our language that we use today. So the people who made translations from Hebrew into English had no knowledge, no idea of the system and the various layers or vibratory rates that these Hebrew letters carried, and absolutely no knowledge of its spiritual correspondence. So the Hebrew language, as well as all others, have fallen into the hands of the uninitiated. And this is why we have not been taught what letters actually represent, what they actually mean. They are symbols. Every letter is a symbol, and they have a spiritual meaning, a physical meaning, and astral meanings. They have a vibratory rate, they have a color, they have a sound, which is their frequency, which corresponds to a number, and they have an astrological correspondence, as well as a mineral that is connected to them. So when we begin to break these symbols down, you're going to see that there is a world that is stored in every letter, every single letter. So within our written languages, there are layers of information, and these are codes because they came from the ancient symbols. So each letter is a code that must be broken. One letter contains a world of information. So when we go into the numerology and we begin to break down our letters. So let's say now we're going to go through very quickly our letter system, which we have 26 letters in the English language as we know it today. And in numerology, we go from number 1 to 9. Everything is either a 1 through a number 9. Every single one of those letters. And it holds that vibration because everything within our universe as we know it is built on this number system. And again, we go back and we'll talk about this in more detail. But before they say we receive letters, everything was numbers. It was really a frequency that related to a number. And this is why our letters equal numbers. And when you begin to discuss numerology with most people, common people who know nothing about numerology, they don't understand how you can break a letter down into a number because they don't understand that our letters came from numbers. And when you begin to simply take your name, write it down on a piece of paper. And I'm telling you how to do this very simply because it's a system to it. And there's levels to numerology. Most of us have only been taught one level to numerology. But I'm going to discuss that with you. But you want to write your name down. And then you want to take the ABCs. You're going to go through all your alphabet. And you may want to create a chart for yourself so that it'll be easy to refer back to this. And you go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all of that, all the way through. And with each letter, you give it a number value. So A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, so on and so forth, till you get to 9. And then you start at 1 again. So every letter is given a value. And within that value is a frequency. So you are just starting to get one layer to your name. Your name has a vibratory rate. And when you shorten your name, you give yourself nicknames, that also has a vibratory rate. Everything in the universe is vibration and frequency. And so when someone speaks your name or someone simply thinks of your name, the vibration is activated of who you are. And this is how telepathy works. It's as if you speak someone's name and it goes directly to them. You can say it in your mind. This is who I'm speaking to. And that's how you get that person. That's how you get the individual that you want to speak to. That's the beginning of it. But it's all about vibration and frequency. So just simply begin to break your name down and then add all of the numbers up and come to one digit at the end. And when you come to that one digit, we're going to do something special in another show, and I'm going to give you the vibration of your name and what it means. And that's just the first layer. But this is how we begin to break down the secret codes. And you know how the ancients said a good name is better than gold? This is true because it's all about vibration and frequency. So there is so much that we must learn about the language that we speak and write every day. And it's going to be a lot of fun going deeper into this. I want to thank you for joining me today. Please tune in next week as we continue our discussion on the Mystery School teachings and receive Sacred Path readings for all the clans once again of the Native Earth astrology. I leave you in the love and in the light of the Infinite Creator. Have a beautiful week.